Okay, we're going live, people. All right, we are back live in NS Training, and I'm so honored to introduce this next guest. She is by far one of my favorite, and I know that sounds common, but it is true. We do get to hand select our business partners, and I'm just so blessed to know this person, Lindsay. You are just a blessing to me, and we had an opportunity to spend some time together in Oregon and Newport while you were here visiting, and I'm just I remember when you first came into the business, and I'll have you share your story as you share your expertise in creating Facebook events, online parties, anything that you want to share. But I've watched you from the very, very beginning when you came into this business a little over 4 months ago, when you created your own secret group and the content that you share in there and how you train your people and your posts. And I have learned so much from you, Lindsay. And I just want to publicly say to the Nu Skin world how honored I am to know you first as a friend, second as a partner. So with that said, Lindsay, share your story and come on board, baby.
Hi, I'm so excited to be here. My story was I came from a makeup company and I loved it. I was with Dodie. Actually, Dodie and I were not on the same team. We just fell in love and became friends. And we would always reach out to each other. And I reached out to her one time and I was like, we just need more. And she was like, I might know how to get more. And then she got me on the phone with Tracy, and it was like we were just all fast friends. Sometimes I could be their pain in the butt, I'm not going to lie, but they love me anyway, so
We love you just the way you are, Lindsay. And you say that, and I laugh out loud because we like pains in our butt. We love, here's what y'all need to know about Lindsay. Lindsay's the type of person, and we've attracted many of these types of people like Lindsay, but you just get out of their way. They know how to do it. Just get the heck out of their way. Don't challenge their way. You just get out of their way so that they can build the business the way that they want to build it. Because I'm in this business, I don't know about you, Lindsay, but I'm in this business to attract the entrepreneur. Please, I don't want to attract the follower. What would you say to that?
Absolutely, 100%. That is something I've really learned joining Nu Skin is who I want in this business. And being a little more selective and a little more picky. And we listened to Sammy's tips earlier, and I know Dodie and I we have kind of the same tips, but it is being selective about who you want in this business, and you really want somebody who's coachable. That's my number one. You have to be coachable to go further in this business. And so that brings us to Facebook parties, being coachable, because let's face it, this is not a party plan company. Nu Skin wasn't designed for us to go out and do parties or do Facebook parties. So we don't have a hostess plan like, oh, if you sell this much at your party, you're going to get this much free. So when we came over from the party plan world, I brought this up to my team. I was like, what if we created parties for this? And they were like, boo, because we were kind of partied out. This is something we did on our last business. And what attracted us here was that you didn't have to do that. So we go through a few months and I bring it up again. And I'm like, I really think this would help us tap in more. And they kind of weren't ready. And finally, some of my leaders were like, let's try it. And I was like, finally, all right, let's do it. And here's why you should do it. So if you're someone who's rolling your eyes right now thinking there's no way I want to do Facebook parties, there are reasons why. I have a huge network following, but not everybody that comes into my business does. I worked 5 years building my Facebook. No, probably 3 years building my Facebook. So some of these people that are coming into my team who don't have this big following get fed up very quickly that they're not making the sales, right? So what if you were able to quadruple your audience? that's where parties come in. So that's the thing. That's why I think this is why it should be done. You're not depending on your own network. Now your friends are going to open you up to their network. You're going to be
Explain
seen.
that a little bit, because that's brilliant. That's brilliant what you just said, because I know that, you know, some of the gals that did the beauty box party that had 700 people was because they created the event together, which allowed all of them to invite their friends to it. So you said if you're somebody that's listening that really does want to expand your reach, this is why you should be doing Facebook parties or events. Explain, because they can add, for example, you can have a friend host or co-host an event. Is that correct? And then that person that you're not friends with any of their friends can invite all their friends, correct?
Absolutely.
Is that what
Absolutely. Yep.
Okay.
And it introduces you into their market, into their network. And I'll go over that when I go over Facebook parties. I'll go over how to friend those people and keep them then in your network. So, so the parties, there's lots of different ways that you can do Facebook parties. If you follow the tag team does them where you post for like 3 days about this event and then you go live for 30 minutes. Well, you don't have to go live. You use graphics and you kind of just do 30 minutes of nonstop posting about the products. And that was kind of the way I followed years ago, and it was successful and I like it. But I found through my last company someone else who I admired a lot. I found her way of doing Facebook parties, and it's my favorite way. So I'm going to explain all of this to you now. So you have your choice if you want to set these parties up in a group or an event. With groups, if that's the way you want to go, you have to understand that some of your audience is going to be irritated. You see this posted on Facebook all the time. Stop adding me to groups. That's so annoying. If you don't ask me, don't put me there. So the best way to avoid that is just doing an event. So you would create. So I would say if Tracy was my friend, I would say, Tracy, oh my gosh, I love you so much. And I know you've been seeing my posts. And I know you love the toothpaste. What if there was a way you can get so much more for free? Just by hosting an online event with me, you invite your friends, stay engaged in the party, and I'm going to rock it out for you. Tracy's going to say, oh my gosh, girl, I adore you. Of course I'm going to do that for you. Let's do it. So I'm going to set up the event. I'm going to make that event for 7 days. Sometimes I do 10 just so it runs a little after, but I'll set that event up for 7 days. And I made a cute little cover photo, and it's all about the beauty box. So I know some people that are doing these Facebook parties are just doing toothpaste, and I like that because we can just focus on the toothpaste, but I want to offer a lot more. So I focus on the beauty box.
Lindsay, do you want to screen share from your end and actually go to your Facebook? Because I want to dumb it down, and I apologize, viewers, if you guys already know how to do this, but I know that there are many of you that don't know how to do it, so I want to make sure that we're showing the viewers how to do this. And so if you want to screen share and go to your Facebook and just show where it is that they go to set up an event and where it is that they get an option to make it 1 day, 7 days, 1 hour, and then the whole how do you add the co-host, however you think would be most beneficial of teaching our viewers the how-tos.
Sure. What am I sharing right now? Can you see anything?
Yeah, I see your, yeah, so you're sharing.
Can you see
so
Facebook?
Now, yep, I see Facebook.
Okay. So to set up an event, on the left-hand side of your screen, you'll see right here, events. So under Explore, it says events, groups, pages. I just click the event. You can always find your events. This is something easy too. If you go up here to hosting, you'll see what you're hosting. And then right here is create an event. So I create a private event and choose a theme. I like to upload mine. Hold on. I like to upload. So upload is right here, and I'll show you my, I have a party. Here's my party. So here's my beauty box. I have this. I will just say for the event name, your beauty box, you know, just something like that. Location, always say online so they know it's right from where they are. I'm going to set it up. I'll set it up from the 6th. And then I always put an end time. Facebook will only let you run it for 2 weeks. They will not let you go past that. The description, I will just say, you know, welcome to Tracy's online beauty box. We're going to be here having a lot of fun. Yeah. We're going to have a lot of fun. You know, whatever you want to say there, you just put it there. And then it says create private event. Oh, it's yelling at me because I can't. I went past 2 weeks. So, okay. So create private event. This is really important. So Tracy is going to be my co-host. So I have to go in here to edit, or else Tracy cannot invite her friends. So you go to edit, and then right here as co-host, you just start typing their name, and there's Tracy, and then save it. So then now it invites Tracy, and it made her a co-host, and now she can go in and invite her friends. So when I set up the party, I would then go to Tracy and I would say, oh my gosh, Tracy, I set it up. I'm so excited. Go in, invite all your friends. And when you're done inviting your friends, you're going to introduce me. Now, the reason why I think introducing is really important is because it gives Tracy, they don't know me. So if I just start posting, they're like, what the heck? So it gives me credibility that Tracy says, hey friends, oh my gosh, I never do these parties, but I met this girl, Lindsay, and she's absolutely amazing, and I love this toothpaste, and I wanted to introduce this to all of you. Here she is, Lindsay, blah, blah, blah. So if your hostess, I can even feed that post to my hostess. I can say, just copy and paste this over if you want to make it easy for her. Just say, copy and paste this shout out over to your party.
And
so
what about if I made like a short 30-second video and posted the video, and I could pin the video, correct? So that's the first thing that they see coming to the event. And now, is that correct? Okay. And then what about, I'm inviting my friends, but now here's, a lot of the times I will private message these particular friends and say, hey, I know you've been asking a lot about blah, 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 but my girlfriend I'm hosting a party for her. Now you're going to learn all about the most successful beauty products ever on this particular week. Can I invite you to this party? I always get permission. What's your comment on that before I go inviting all my friends?
Yes and no, because the thing is, this isn't a group, this is an event. So they're going to get a notification, Tracy invited you to this party, do you want to go or no? So they get the choice. It's not a group where they get thrown in there and now they're trapped and they can't get out. But it is nice for the hostess to go in and say that anyway. Send private messages. Hey, I invited you to this online event we're having. I thought this would be something you would really want to check out. Love you. See you there. Whatever. Yeah. You could definitely do that too. So I would have the hostess go in and post something for me first. And then I'm going to go in after that, like an hour later. I'll go in and I have my own video that I do, and it's a welcome video. Some of you are going to cringe about doing videos. I will tell you this, never watch your video before you post it. Don't. You will critique yourself. You will delete it and redo it. Delete it and redo it. Don't. I used to tell my girls, I don't care if I have a booger in my nose, if I have food in my teeth, if I fell off my chair, whatever, I'm still posting it. I do not go back and watch it. Now, I don't have eyebrows. After cancer, they never grew back. That's my story. But so I have to draw them on. I have gone and watched videos of me, and my eyebrows are lopsided. I don't care. Like that's real life. They're not twins, right? Whatever. So I just laugh at myself. Because I laugh at myself, people love my videos. Okay. There was a girl in our last company who was doing a video. Her daughter runs in the middle of the video and says, "Mommy, I have to poop." And she just like was like, "Okay, hold on, mommy's almost done." And then wanted to redo the video. And everybody told her, "Keep that video. That is hilarious. We are work from home mothers. That's real life." Like that happened. Her video went viral. People loved that. She got so many customers and so many recruits because people were like, that was the funniest thing I ever seen in my life because it was real life. So be real. I didn't know I was funny. I didn't know that I did good videos until I started doing parties for people and their customers were like, "Oh my gosh, your friend Lindsay is hilarious." And that's because I adapted a, I don't want to say a bad word, but I call it the F it attitude. And it just kind of like, be you, be real. People are going to relate to that. People are going to love that. And people are going to flock to you. And if people don't like it, those are not your people. Okay? Let them go. Whoever doesn't like it, let them go. Those are not the people you want. You're attracting people like you, and that's what you want. So I do my welcome video. It's short. I don't go into products. I just say, you know, I'm so excited to be here and show you guys everything that everybody should have in their beauty box. This is going to be short. It's going to be fun and get ready to party or whatever. I keep it short and simple. And then my last post of that day is going to be about the toothpaste. So I post 3 times a day. And the reason I do this, I do morning, noon, and night. And I don't do more than 4 because everybody's going to get notifications every time and you don't want it to be way overwhelming to where you're just annoying them. So I do morning, noon, and night. I usually do picture, video.
And you're talking about in your event, correct?
In my event. This is how my event is going to start rolling. Yeah. Every day I'm going to talk about new products. So here was like a mock-up one that I did. And then I kind of reached out to 2 of my girls. And I was like, I don't like the way it's rolling because I feel like it's too salesy. So here's some tips on how to gain an audience, get them to like you, get them to trust you, and get them to buy from you. If they don't like you and don't trust you, they're not going to buy. One of the things you really, 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 really 100% want to stay away from is other people's graphics or stock photos. So in my parties, I have my eyelash treatment, I have my toothpaste, I have my lip plumper results, I have everything that's me. Now, my Soul Solution, I have one of my girls named Karen. It's her feet for the Soul Solution, and I name her. I have another girl. I don't have young kids. My kids are in their 20s. So I used one of my girl on my team. I used one of her kids' photos for the teeth, and I say that instead of using like a graphic from Nu Skin. You know, I kind of I want everybody to.
Why?
Because I want them to relate to
other people's photos.
Because I want them to relate and know that it works. You know, like these are my real results. We are not a trusting America, are we? Like we just don't trust it. We have to see it for ourselves. We have to know that this is our friend. This is legit. Like if you're using a photo that's like from Nu Skin, you know, it's questionable. Is that a model? Is that, you know, like that? There's no way that's real. And we pick that apart. And if we're not trusting it, we're not going to buy it. So I use my real results. I'll give you a few examples. Here was me at the beach. So I'm just letting people know, you know, you take your energy on the go. So like, here's one right here. This is my results with the lip plumper. And I was really funny too, because I sent this over to my friends. My friends Katie and Lindsay, we have like our little group chat, and I'm always like going to them for everything. So I remember I posted this and I was like, do you see a difference? And they're like, yes, post it. That's a huge difference. And I'm like, okay. So I made this a graphic. It's one picture and it has the lips here and my lips there, and it says my personal results. So there's no question. This is my daughter-in-law. That's her mud mask. This is my friend Karen's feet, one of my videos. But here's like my lash treatment picture. You know, I made sure that it was me, you know, legit just mine. So I can say, yeah, look, these are my eyelashes. These are, you know, this works on me. So one of the biggest things I guess I have to tell you too is you have to be using the products. You have to be using the products to be doing these parties. Get yourself the head to toe beauty box. Take before and after pictures of everything. See, here's me with the Lash and Curl, which is my favorite mascara ever. My friend's kids' teeth, my personal teeth. These are my results from, but anyway, so you can see kind of how it flows. It's going to be graphic of yourself, graphic video. And I just go over all the things that come in the head to toe beauty box because that's my favorite beauty box. I did add in the lash treatment because we have the cheapest, not cheapest, that's a bad word, most inexpensive lash treatment there is on the market. So one of my videos, I do the lash treatment and I do the mascara and I offer that as a set for $50. A lot of people go for that. They love that. You know, so I add in that and I add in makeup. I do a full face of makeup in one of the videos. So I'm kind of tailoring to what women like. You know, we like our mud mask, we like our white teeth, we like our mascara. Women go crazy for mascara. And when the lip stains come out, oh my goodness. So a good graphic for that. So we get the 3 colors, right? We have 3 colors that are coming. We can get August 24th. So you should take a picture of your lips in each one of those colors and make a graphic with that for your parties. So they see it on you. But, so that's kind of how that runs. The last day of my
when do you ask for the order?
That could be any time. It could be any time they're ready. In every post, I say, if you want information, more information on this product, tag me here. Or, you know, you could put your link or anything like that. I haven't put my link yet. So I just say, tag me here, and people were tagging me. I did a fundraiser for a friend who lost a baby. And so I did it as a fundraiser, and I went over the beauty box, but I didn't do it party like. It wasn't like a fun party type thing. It was more of a fundraiser. So I'm just giving you an example. So I did this fundraiser and I had 2 people join me and I got lots of orders. So that is an example of going outside of your network. So had I not done this fundraiser, I wouldn't have the 2 new people on my team. I wouldn't have had the orders that I have. And that's why these online parties are so important, is because you're expanding your network. One thing that you have to keep in your mind, especially if you're a leader and you start training on doing these parties, one big thing is because these are Facebook parties and not home parties. So, you know, when you go to a home party, you're kind of obligated. You know, if you're going to a jewelry party at your friend's house, she had you over, she gave you brownies and wine, you're going to order something for her, right? Facebook parties are a little different. She didn't open her home to you. You know, you didn't eat her brownies, drink her wine, and you're kind of like, maybe I want it, maybe I don't. So sometimes you get 0 sales, and your downline, your friends, they will say, it didn't work. I tried one of those Facebook parties and it didn't work, so I gave up. The thing you have to know is over half of these will not work as far as sales go. But guess what? You will always get out of it. You will always get a bigger network. You will always add people as friends. I'll tell you about that in a second. So there's no such thing as a flopped party. Every single one of these will be success because you're in front of people you wouldn't have normally been in front of. So after a couple of days, you're going to see who's engaging. You're going to see who's not. And people are getting to know you because you're doing videos. So instead of just pictures, they're seeing my personality, they're seeing who I am, they're getting a little comfortable, and I will then add them as friends. If there's somebody that has been commenting or liking or viewing, I will go in and add them as a friend. I've done this in my last company. You know, I always said there's no such thing as a flopped party because I always add new friends. And guess what? Those friends will watch me for a little bit on Facebook and then order or join. So I don't believe there's ever such thing as a flopped party. I always get orders later. I get recruits later. So that's how I feel about that. Um, Let me see. You have to be ready to give away. Oh, go ahead.
I have a question for you, Linz, because I've done several of these Facebook events, both personally and asking people to host so that I can tap into their network as well. And I've done them a week long or 2 days long or sometimes 2 hours long. So, and I've received different amounts of engagement depending on length of the party. So what are your thoughts on creating an event that's going to only take place, it'll be an hour long, but you're inviting to it, and boom, it's now 7 o'clock and we are live, people, and you're demoing the beauty box. Do you have more success the shorter the event is?
See, that depends. So you're talking about doing it live, like 1 day big event. Yes, you're going to have success with that too. I like to do a 7 day event. That's just my preference. They're not locked down to a time. So like be here at 8 o'clock tonight. We're going to go live. We're going to party. Those are successful. I just choose to do it the other way where it runs for 7 days. They can log in, log out as they choose and order at the comfort of their, you know, whenever they're ready. Say they get paid in 2 days, they'll order on that day. I do, like, I'll do a giveaway, you know, everybody that orders from this party will go into a drawing on the last day. We'll announce our winner. I'll do something like that. And that's the thing too, because this isn't a party plan company, you're gonna have to come up with your own hostess benefits, excuse me, your own rewards. What do you wanna give the hostess and is it worth it for you? So I always say it's worth it because you can give away something to the hostess. Oh, and here's the biggest thing, do not give stuff away for booking parties to the people booking the parties because you're going to get a lot of people that are going to book a party just to get something free. Don't do that. Gift the hostess. So you can say if Tracy has 3 of her friends book a party tonight, you have to pick your date tonight, you know, or say that you're going to book tonight, then Tracy is going to get a free mud mask from me. You know, who's going to help your friend Tracy out? People are more likely to have successful parties if they're helping their friend other than just like, oh, she just said if I booked a party, I can get a free toothpaste, so I'm just going to do that. And then they don't put any effort into it. But if they're helping their friend, they're more likely to do it. So always be gifting the hostess. I will do a drawing, and maybe it's a sample pack or something. You know, I'll do a drawing at the end for all the orders that came in, and it'll always be something different, and it'll depend on the sales. Now, if I'm getting no sales or very low sales, I'm not going to be gifting a bunch of stuff out. You know, like for me, in my mind, I think there's a $200. Once she has $200 in orders, she'll get some stuff from me for free.
And so that's the other reason I probably like to do it for a week, right? So that you can start tallying up, you know, the success. And the other benefit of having it for a week is that Tracy, your host, can continue to add more people to the event. And I like the suggestion, Lindsay, that you just gave, as one of the posts could be help your host Tracy out. She's going to get, as soon as we have 3 of her friends agree to host the next event so that you can tap into their friends, right? Tracy's going to get a free tube of whitening paste or whatever, right?
Yep. And you always say, like, who's going to help her out? You know, Tracy, who's your best friends? We'll find out now. You know, you can make it kind of funny, you know, and they're going to be like, oh, God, I love Tracy. I better book. You know, I can't not be one of her best friends. So always just make it funny and have fun. Another thing we're going to do is we're going to do one right now. It starts tomorrow. I'm setting it up tomorrow. It'll start Monday. We're doing a team-wide one. And this is something that, depending on the success and depending on how it goes for you and your team, it's something you could do monthly if you wanted to, or you could do quarterly or whatever, every time there's new products, whatever, however you and your team want to do it is good. But we're going to start one, and what it'll be is we'll create the event just like I did, and everybody on my team will be invited. They will be able to invite their customers. No links will ever be shared. In every video and every post, it's going to say, if you're interested in this item, get with the person that invited you to this event and she'll help you order. So that way, so what that's going to do is that's going to teach your team, number one, how to do a party. Some of your team is going to be scared and unwilling at first. You know, maybe they're not used to doing selfies. Maybe they're not used to doing videos. For whatever reason, maybe it just isn't the right time. Maybe they're extremely busy, but they can invite some friends here and see if they have success. That's going to blow your sales up for the month for you and your team. So I'm going to start that.
So even if you're hosting, I want to throw this out there so we get clarity on this. So if you do a team event and you're the one that set up the event and you invite 10 of your team members, and the way events work, that your team members' friends that they, or customers, I should say, that they want to invite into this beauty box event, whatever. The nice thing about doing an event is they don't have to be Facebook friends with you, the one that created the event, in order to participate in the event. Did I say that right?
Absolutely. Absolutely. Yep. And I know in our last company, this was something that was really successful for a lot of leaders, and they ended up doing it a little differently, and they did it, you know, maybe every 3 months, and their customers started to know that this was going to happen every 3 months or whatever. But the leaders would get together, maybe there's 3 of them, they would do the posting together, but they would charge their downline $10 to get in on it. And that money went to them ordering, maybe they were ordering toothpaste, mascara, stuff like that, and they would do giveaways in the event too. And so that attracted a lot of their customers too, because they knew they had a great chance of winning prizes. I haven't done it that way yet. This first time we're doing it, we're not doing it that way. This is more just introducing the fact that you could do parties, even not in a party plan company. And I'm just really excited. I'm excited for my team, and some of them are going to want to do it and some of them aren't. So that's a good thing about Nu Skin, is there's so many different ways to sponsor people to sell to, you know, you can go door to door, you can do events, you can do Facebook, you can do parties. I mean, there's so much. So it's just about adapting to what each person wants. So,
and you know what? It doesn't even have to be a beauty box event. It can be, I did a transformation event, you know, focusing on TR90, and the whole week was sharing recipes, and the videos were of me cooking live in my kitchen, you know. So the event is about engaging. The event is about letting people know, yes, about the amazing products and the solutions that we offer, but keeping in mind that we want to continue to add value within that event. Would you agree with that, Linz?
100%. 100%. So
awesome. Well, we've got our next presenter on. Regan, we're gonna close out of this one with our Lindsay. Lindsay, that was brilliant. Thank you. So over the top. I'm going to give you a big hug, and if all the viewers can get those hearts, you know, going, because Lindsay, you're just a bright light. I don't know how to explain it to people that haven't physically been around you. You're one of those people in my life that you always make me feel like I want to crawl up in your lap. You are so loving. You're so giving. You're really smart. You're very, very smart. And you taught all of us many things about how to create Facebook events, the details, how to encourage hosting of events. And again, at the end of the day, if we want to continue to be successful in our Nu Skin business, it's all about getting creative and how you can expand your network. Right, Linz?
Yes.
All right.
Yes.
So is there anything
Thank
else you want to close with, Linz?
No, just that I love you.
I love you too, honey. Thank you so much. So listen, guys, we're going to be coming back here in 3 minutes with Regan. Oh, you guys are in for a real treat. So I'm going to close out of this one. Regan, plug back in because this is going to disconnect through NS Training, and we'll be